Last time, we asked if 3I Atlas could be more than a comet. This time, the question cuts deeper. What happens when science itself begins to suspect that it's being watched back? Across the planet, observatories have turned their eyes to one target, an interstellar object that defies gravity, logic, and everything we thought we knew. It moves like it has intent. It shines like it remembers. And for the first time in modern history, scientists are asking the unthinkable. What if this isn't just cosmic debris, but design? In this episode, we'll uncover how experts are preparing to test the impossible. 5 signs that could expose 3I Atlas as something built, not born. Because the moment even one of those signs appears, the world will have to decide whether we just found a rock from the stars or a message sent through them. Before we dive in, hit subscribe and turn on the bell because the story of 3I Atlas isn't finished yet. And what you'll see next might change how you look at the universe forever. Science thrives on doubt. It's what separates belief from truth. And when an object like 3I Atlas challenges everything we know, doubt becomes our greatest tool. Across observatories around the world, from Hawaii's Keck Observatory to India's Mount Abu Infrared Telescope, scientists are preparing for what might be the most detailed observation campaign in human history. Their mission: to separate fact from fantasy and find the unmistakable fingerprints of artificial design. There are 5 signs that could expose 3I Atlas as something more than a natural comet. 1. Non-gravitational acceleration. The first clue is motion. Every object in space moves under the command of gravity and sunlight, nothing more. But if 3I Atlas suddenly alters its speed or direction without any visible cause, it means one thing: propulsion. A natural rock cannot steer itself. A machine can. 2. Radio emissions. Next comes sound, not the kind you hear, but the kind you decode. Radio telescopes from the SETI array to the European VLBI network are already listening. They search for narrowband signals, concentrated frequencies that nature rarely produces. If a repeating pattern emerges, if the noise suddenly becomes music, it won't be the universe speaking randomly. It will be intelligence, saying hello. Third, thermal irregularities. Third clue hides in heat. Natural comets warm evenly as they face the sun, a slow thaw of frozen gases. But an artificial craft might show localized hotspots, regions of concentrated energy, reactors, or internal systems still alive after eons in space. Thermal imaging from NASA's James Webb Space Telescope will scan for these anomalies, the invisible scars of machinery glowing beneath the dust. 4. Symmetrical geometry. Then comes shape, the oldest giveaway of design. Nature is messy, asymmetrical, chaotic. But engineering demands symmetry. A cylindrical body, a perfect disk, sharp edges, or repeating ridges, all would point toward fabrication, not formation. High-resolution imaging from the Hubble and JWST will attempt to reveal the object's true contours, pixel by pixel, mystery by mystery. 5. Unnatural reflectivity, and finally, light. Astronomers call it albedo, the measure of how much sunlight an object reflects. Rocks and ice scatter light softly, but metals flash with purpose. Sharp, rhythmic glints like a mirror catching the sun. If 3I Atlas shows this kind of reflection, changing brightness in a repeating pattern, it could mean we're watching sunlight bounce off alloyed surfaces, not frozen dust. Each of these tests, motion, signal, heat, shape, and light, forms a chain of evidence. One anomaly might be coincidence. 2 might be error. But if all 5 align, then the universe will have finally dropped its mask. If even one of these signs appears, the response will be instantaneous. NASA, ESA, ISRO, JAXA, every space agency on Earth will turn their eyes to the same target. The SETI antennas will retune their frequencies, AI systems will sift through oceans of data, searching for patterns hidden in static, a rhythm, a pulse, a whisper. And for the first time in history, every telescope on Earth, optical, radio, and infrared, will lock onto one single object in the sky. At that moment, humanity's gaze will unite. Billions of eyes, billions of hearts, asking the same silent question. Are we being watched back? In the end, it doesn't matter whether 3I/ATLAS is a natural comet or a crafted machine. What matters is what it represents. The undeniable truth that the universe is still capable of surprising us. Even if this is nothing more than an ancient piece of ice and rock, it's still revolutionary. It proves that fragments from other star systems do reach us, that space isn't an empty void, but a vast ocean, constantly trading its stories between the stars. Inside every interstellar visitor lies something profound, the memory of another world. These objects are like time capsules, carrying the chemical signatures of suns that died long before ours was even born. When scientists study the dust and gases that drift from 3I Atlas, they're not just looking at matter. They're looking at history, pieces of alien worlds, frozen whispers of a galaxy we're still trying to understand. Every interstellar visitor rewrites the rules of cosmic creation. They remind us how planets are born, how stars die, and how the universe never stops moving, never stops evolving. They are the messengers of galaxies, silent, cold, but filled with stories written in ice and dust. And yet, what if we're wrong? What if, even by a 1 in a billion chance, 3I Atlas isn't just a relic of nature, but a relic of intelligence? If that's true, then we aren't just watching a rock pass by. We're witnessing a message in motion, a message that says, you are not alone. If 3I Atlas was built, it means someone, somewhere, once looked out into the same universe we do and chose to send something across it. And if it isn't artificial, if it's only a natural traveler, then it's still a cosmic gift, a fragment of another sun's dream that somehow found its way to ours. Either way, humanity wins because we've witnessed something timeless. We've touched a piece of another galaxy. We've stared into the unknown and realized how small and yet how miraculous our existence truly is. In the grand theater of the cosmos, every mystery reminds us why we look up, not just to find answers, but to rediscover wonder. Because whether it's alien technology or ancient dust, the message of 3I Atlas is the same. We are not the center of the universe. We are its witnesses. Some stories end with answers, but the greatest ones end with questions. 3I Atlas came and went, silent, mysterious, leaving behind not certainty but curiosity. And maybe that's the universe's way of reminding us that discovery never truly ends. Every mystery is an invitation to look deeper. Because in every comet, every star, every strange light beyond the horizon, there's a story waiting to be found. And here, on Mind Trail Infinity, we'll keep following those trails across galaxies, through time, and into the unknown. If this journey made you feel something, awe, wonder, or even just a spark of curiosity, then let it echo. Subscribe, not just to a channel, but to a mindset. A mindset that refuses to stop asking questions. A mindset that dares to look up when the world keeps looking down. Together, we'll explore the impossible, chase the unthinkable, and turn imagination into discovery. Because curiosity is the bridge between what is and what could be. Thank you for being curious, because you've just traveled through Mind Trail Infinity. Stay curious. Stay infinite.